Well, hello. How are you? Happy New Year. I wanted to come and just share that in my conversations with women recently, there's definitely a theme that's coming through. There appears to be a recognition that we are giving and we're paying attention to this knowing inside of us. Like there's a knowing, there's a knowing of who we are and what we're supposed to be doing, and not supposed to by the world standards, but what we know we are here for. And this knowing has always been there. You know, we ladies, we have this deep, innate sense of knowing. And she's always been there. My knowing is a her. She's always been there, but we push aside our knowing because we get busy or we get distracted or we're so purposed in achieving what it is that we think we're supposed to be achieving, right? And we always tell ourselves that we'll get to it when the time is right. There will be a good time for this. And I think what's happened is that after 2 years of a pandemic and an opportunity to quote unquote slow down, which hasn't happened for a lot of us. As a matter of fact, we've been more challenged than ever. I think we're realizing that there is never going to be a perfect time, that the perfect time is always right now. And that knowing inside of us is getting louder and louder and more insistent, that we pay attention to her. You know, she's no longer whispering and asking politely, but she's creating an ache and a desire inside of our heart, that is getting harder and harder to ignore. It's painful to ignore. And so now it would appear that we are ready to start paying attention to that knowing and free ourselves from this momentum that we're caught up in the world outside of us, and instead turn inside and go deeper within, and get in alignment with who we know we are, right? And yeah, and it just feels like this is the time. What I'm hearing from a lot of women is that this is the time. But the question is, well, how do you get started? And I definitely have a few ideas. You can click on the button to learn more if you're interested. But what I think is important for us to know, in light of this knowing, in light of this awareness, what's important for us to know is that we will decide not by our thoughts, but by our actions. Our actions will dictate whether or not we are really ready and going to trust to step in to that knowing, that pull, that call, that heart warmth. You know, our actions will determine that. So we are going to step into that, or we are going to do as we've always done and wait for a better time. It doesn't matter either way. Both are the right answers for you in this moment, but the decision is yours. Now, you guys know where you will find me. And I sincerely hope to see you there.